So let us define cash in the context of business. Okay. So cash management is the strategic planning and daily oversight of cash inflows and outflows. It ensures a business has enough liquidity to meet short-term obligations and make informed decisions about surplus funds. No? It has three key points. First is cash. No? Again, cash in the business context, it is the physical currency, the deposits, and the short-term liquid investments. So, again, cash management is the oversight of inflows and outflows to ensure liquidity and support decisions. And also, cash is not equal to profit. Okay, profit is accrual based, while cash is the what is available to spend right now. Okay, yun yung cash on hand natin, no? I should say. So that is cash in the business context. So these are the four core roles of cash. No? First is the operational continuity. When we say operational continuity, it keeps the business running day to day. It covers payroll, supplier payments, and rents and utilities. For example, a construction firm that runs out of cash cannot pay its subcontractors, no? Then eventually it halts the project even if it is profitable on paper. Okay? So kung di ka mapagbayad, mahihinto ang project. Yung continuity ng operation mo is mahihinto. So that's one of the roles of cash. Next is strategic investment. Fuels growth by funding R&D, equipment acquisition, market expansion, and acquisitions. So for example, a tech startup uses cash reserves to acquire a competitor ahead of a rival who had to wait for financing approval. No? So, kung meron kang extra money, no? In layman's term, extra money, pwede mo agad i-invest yung pera mo sa R&D or strategic investment. Kapag kasi yung iba, katulad ng iba, no? Kung naghihintay pa sila ng approval ng mga loans nila, maliliit na sila ng investment. Maliliit na sila ng strategic investment nila. So, kung meron kang extra money, pwede ka na kagad makapag-invest sa yung R&D, no? So, that is one of the core roles of cash, no? The third one is the risk buffer. It protects the organization against economic downturns, supply disruptions, or operational shocks. For example, during COVID-19, firms with 6 months of cash reserves retained staff and pivoted. Cash poor rivals closed. So, kung meron kang extra money or extra cash and nagkaroon ng economic downturns, no? I guess may pagpapatuloy mo pa rin yung operation ng inyong company. Okay? So, kung meron, unlike sa ibang company na walang cash reserve, nag-close yung kanilang company. So, that's one of the uses ng funds or ng cash natin, risk buffer or extra money na pwede natin magamit for the continuity ng ating company. Especially now, no? Uh, with the current situation, global situation. Kung may cash reserve ka, I guess, may maintain mo yung operation mo kapag wala ka ng cash reserve, paano na lang yung transportation expenses mo, di ba? So, mas mabuti na meron ka pa ring cash reserve for risk buffer. Okay? The fourth one is the stakeholder confidence. It signals financial discipline, improving creditworthiness, investor trust, and supplier relationships. For example, a manufacturer with healthy cash secures a lower loan rate, no? Because its bank sees low repayment risk. So kung marami kang pera, kung marami kang cash or extra money at maglo-loan ka, okay, di naman tataasan ng banks yung rate mo, yung interest rate mo. So alam naman nila makakapagbayad ka, so bababa nila yung interest rate ng utang mo. So those are the four core roles of cash. It is for operational continuity, for strategic investment, as a risk buffer, and as for stakeholder confidence. Now let us talk about working capital, no? Or the blood and oxygen of a business. So working capital is the blood and oxygen that sustains a business. Without adequate levels, the business perishes, regardless of how good everything else looks, according to Yale, no, in 2023. So working capital is equal to current assets less current liabilities. So it governs day-to-day capacity, no? It determines whether the firm can meet its immediate obligations without external borrowing. No? So kung mayroon kang capital, I guess, without external borrowing or panghihiram, tuloy-tuloy pa na operation ng iyong business. Ayun, day-to-day capacity or day-to-day operation. So we also have here the growth trap and the cash conversion cycle. When we say cash conversion cycle, it is a time for cash invested in operations to return as cash. For example, no, ito nasa ilalim, no, yung apat na block. This is the example of cash conversion cycle. First, bibili ka ng raw material and then kakaroon ka ng production process. Yung raw materials mo is i-convert mo into something uh, uh, tawag dito, into goods or services. Then, ibebenta mo ngayon sa mga customer. Then, pag naibenta mo na sa customer, cash will be collected. So, that is cash conversion cycle. So, again, working capital, it is the blood and oxygen of a business. So, what happens when cash management fails? So, first, it is the inability to pay suppliers. So, it's the supply chain disruption. So if you are unable to pay your suppliers, then I guess yung supply chain is madi-disrupt. Either hindi ka nila pagbibigyan o pagbibentahan ng mga raw materials, di ba? So that's inability to pay suppliers. Next would be forced borrowing at unfavorable rates. So para lang ma-sustain mo yung operation ng inyong business or ng inyong company, manghihiram ka na kaagad. No? So, kung nagka-problema yung cash management, automatic. Para lang sustain again yung business mo, manghihiram ka. Okay. Next is missed investment opportunities. So, kung kanina, no, ang gamit ng cash natin or extra money natin is to invest. And kung wala kang pera, ito nga, missed investment opportunities. Instead na makapag-invest ka na right away ng, uh, makapag-invest ka na kaagad. Hindi ka makapag-invest kaagad kasi meron ka pang loan na gagawin, may mga process ka pang gagawin, no? Maghihintay ka pa ng bank approval, no? So, missed investment opportunities. And last is insolvency. So, when you say insolvency, mas mataas na yung liabilities mo kaysa asset mo. So, these are the real costs of cash management failures. Okay? Inability to pay suppliers, forced borrowing at unfavorable rates, missed investment opportunities, and insolvency. So that's my first part of a report. Now let us proceed to the next part, the sources and uses or use of funds. So let us first define sources and use of funds. Okay? A sources and use of funds statement explains where a company's money came from and how the organization has to put it to use, no? In the past and how they will use funds in the future. So that definition is from Upmetrics Financial Management Guide in 2024. So sources and use of funds is also known as flow of funds statement, no? Statement of changes in financial position and fund flow statement. It bridges two statements. No? It links the balance sheet and the income statement. And for the required in lending and historical standard, so basically, this statement is used or mandatory in different investment and lending process and government report publications. Okay, so that's the use of the sources and use of funds statement. So let us now proceed with the sources of funds. We have five source types here. The internal and operating type or source type. Funds generated from the firm's own business activities. For example, net income. Okay. So that is one of the sources or the inflows of cash from internal and operations of a business. Next would be financing. When we say financing, external capital raised through borrowing or equity issuance. So for example, loans, issuance of shares and equity capital. Okay? Kung nagbenta ka ng share mo, uh, so ibig sabihin meron kang inflow ng cash or meron kang pumapasok na cash. Investing. When we say investing, cash received from selling assets. For example, sale of equipment or disposal of subsidiaries. No? So kung meron kang extra or lagpas na yung inventory mo, asset mo, pwede mo ibenta. Okay. So that's definition of investing source type. Next would be the decrease in assets. When you say decreases in assets, reduction in asset balances that releases cash back into the business. So collecting receivables. Okay. Yan example natin ng decreases in assets. So next is increases in liabilities. Okay. New obligations taken on that bring in immediate cash or defer cash outflow. Examples, payables, deferred revenue, and accrued expenses. So those are the cash inflows or sources of funds. We have internal or operating, financing, investing, decreases in assets, and increases in liabilities. Okay. Now, let us proceed naman sa outflows ng cash. We have 2, 4, 6 uses of funds or the outflows. First is the capital expenditures. When we say capital expenditures, long-term investments in physical assets. For example, meron kang equipment na binibili, diba? Machineries, buildings, and infra. Next is operating expenses, day-to-day costs to run the business. Labor, sweldo, no? Debt repayment, cash used to settle existing financial obligations. Bayad ka ng mga interest mo. Okay? Interest ng mga utang. So, next is dividend. Cash return to shareholders as a reward for the investment. Okay? Ito yung mga magbibigay ka na ng mga ng bayad or dividendo sa mga ah, investors mo. Okay? Could be quarterly or annually, depende sa policy ng inyong company. Increase in assets. Okay? Cash absorbed by the growth of asset balances. Tumaas ang inventory mo and growth in receivables. So, decreases in liabilities. Cash used to reduce outstanding obligations, paying off short-term loans and settling payables. So, these are the following, or these are the uses of funds or the outflows of cash. Again, the capital expenditures, the operating expenses, bayad mo ng mga utang, dividends sa mga investors mo, increases in assets, and decreases in liabilities. Okay. So that ends the part 2 of my presentation. Now, let us proceed with the last part or the statement of flow. So when you say statement of cash flow, uh, according to IAS or International Accounting Standard, The cash flow statement provides aggregate data, no, regarding all cash inflows a company receives from its ongoing operations and external investment sources, as well as all cash outflows that fund its business activities during a given period. So that is statement of cash flow. So key points of the statement of cash flow, three core statements. So basically, this is one of the three pillars of financial reporting alongside sa income statement and balance sheet. And it is the actual cash movement. It shows real cash activity, not accrual estimates. It reflects what was actually received and paid. Again, it is mandated by different agencies and governing laws. No? Yeah, meron siyang mandatory, it is mandated, and basically the statement of cash flow is revised, no? Dati, statement of changes in financial position. Ngayon is cash flow na. So that is the basic definition of cash flow according to IAS 7. Again, it provides aggregate data regarding all cash inflows a company receives from its ongoing operations and external investment sources, as well as cash outflows that fund its business activities during given period. Okay. So what makes cash flow statement? We have three. No? The cash flow in operating activities or CFO, cash flow in investing activities, and CFF or cash flow in financing activities. So CFO or operating activities, cash generated or consumed by the core day-to-day business operations. Okay, it could be the receivables, it could be the payables, it could be in the inventory. So that is the cash flow statement in operation activities. Okay, the cash generated or consumed, no? In and out, generated and consumed by the core day-to-day business operations. Okay. Next is CFI or the cash flow statement in investing activities. It is related to the acquisition or disposal of long-term assets and investments. For example, pagbili mo ng equipment, pagbenta mo ng mga extra inventory. Okay? Those are the cash flows related to the acquisition or disposal. Okay? Acquisition, pagbili, disposal, or pagbenta, no? Of long-term assets and investments. So next is the financing activities, or the CFF. This is the cash flow between the business and its capital providers, lenders, and shareholders. Okay? When we say capital providers, these are the lenders and the shareholders. Okay? So pagbabayad natin ng mga utang or pagbabayad natin ng mga dividendo sa ating mga shareholders. So again, those are the anatomy of the cash flow statement. We have the CFO, the operations, the CFI, the investments, and the CFF, the financing activities. Okay. And for the last slide, the uses of cash flow or the use of cash flow data for financial decisions. So meron tayong iba't ibang formula rito na pwede natin gamitin sa ating mga business. So operating cash flow ratio, CFO over current liabilities. Okay. Cash flow margin, CFO divide net revenue. Free cash flow or the FCF, CFO less capex, no, or capital expenditures. The cash return on assets or CFO over total assets. So yeah, for the key takeaways, cash is not equal to profit, and sources is equal to uses, and cash flow statements don't lie. Okay, so under the cash and cash is not equal to profit, liquidity is the true measure of short-term financial health. Even profitable firms fail without adequate cash. So make sure marami tayong working capital. Okay? Sources and is equal to uses. Sound financial planning demands that every peso spent is matched by credible, committed funding source. Okay. And lastly, unlike income statements, cash flow reporting reveals the real financial condition of an organization. Okay. So thank you very much for listening, and that ends my report under the statement of cash flow.